Hi folks, welcome back to Rule of Thumb. So, today we're going to make a pie. And we're going to make a bourbon chocolate pecan pie, which to me just sounds delicious. So in a previous video I showed you how to make a no-fail pie crust. So today we're going to put that to good use. What I'm going to do is run through these ingredients with you, show you what we got on the board here. Then I'm going to tell you how we're going to put it together, and I'll bring you along for the process. So we got 1 cup of white sugar. We got 1 cup of light corn syrup. I sprayed my measuring cup, so that'll come out nice and easy for us, hopefully. 8 ounces of butter. I use the Kerrygold because I love the Kerrygold. We've got 1 teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to use a 1/4 cup of bourbon. I got 4 eggs here and a teaspoon of salt in there because we're going to whisk that up. I've got 6 ounces of chocolate chips. I used the dark chocolate because that's my preference. You could use semi-sweet, milk, you know, do you. Do what works for you. And then we got 1 cup of chopped pecans or pecans for, you know, both schools of thought there. So, what we're going to do is we're going to heat up the sugar, the corn syrup, and the butter together until it's all melted and incorporated and becomes a, I can't think of the word, folks, a cohesive mixture. That's what I was looking for. So we're going to heat that up and then we're going to let it cool down a little bit. Meanwhile, we'll mix the eggs and salt and the vanilla and the bourbon in a bowl. And when this has cooled down a little bit, then we'll incorporate it in with the other ingredients because we don't want to cook the eggs. So, and then the last thing we'll do is stir in the pecans, and chocolate chips, and then we'll get it in the pie shell. So, I'm going to go ahead and get these heated up, and I will bring you back when we get to the next step. Okay, folks, we're back. So, in this bowl, I have the eggs, the bourbon, the salt, and the vanilla all whisked together. Here we have melted our butter, corn syrup, and sugar together and let that cool slightly. So now what we're going to do is we're going to incorporate the two together. So, what you want to do, take this out of here. Okay, is you want to do it while you're whisking. So unfortunately, I'm going to block your view here a little bit. Because like I said, you want to be careful that you're not cooking your eggs is really what you're trying to avoid. So I'm just mixing this in here. Bit of this out of here. Make sure that that's whisked up really well. Everything's incorporated. Alright. Now, what we're going to do is add in our pecans and our chocolate chips. Give this a stir, just so it's all coated. I have to admit, folks, I'm a little spoiled. I have not had to make a pecan pie in a very long time because my mother-in-law makes an amazing pecan pie, and we pretty much talk her into making it for us every time we're there visiting. So, it's been a while since I've had to make one. Alright, I'm going to grab my crust out of the refrigerator here. So you always want to keep your crust nice and chilled, so we got that. We're going to go ahead and get this down in there, hopefully without making a mess. There's no promises on that, you see, but we're going to do our best. That chocolate already started to melt. So now, try and scrape down this bowl get as much of the goodness in there as we can. Alright, set this aside. Now, I just want to kind of make sure that the chocolate chips are spread about so that you don't end up with the chocolate all in one place. And then we're going to get this into a preheated 325 degree oven. It's going to go for 50 to 55 minutes until it's just golden on top, and I will bring you back when we get to that point. Okay folks, we're back. The pie was in the oven for 56 minutes, and it is perfect. You can see the crust is a nice golden brown. It's just set in the middle. It's still got a little movement, which is what you want. So at this point you can see it is still bubbling, piping hot. So we're going to let this sit for a little bit, and then we will come back either later on tonight or tomorrow and show you a slice once we cut it. So, hi folks, welcome back. It is actually the next day because by the time this came out of the oven last night, I didn't have enough time to let it cool to cut a piece that was going to look presentable. So we have here the finished product. Tip that up so you guys can see inside. You can see there's that layer of chocolate in there. We got the layer of pecans. Yeah, this is going to be pretty good. I don't always do taste tests for you guys, but I think this one is going to be worthy. So let's do a good YouTube bite here. Okay. I gotta tell you, this is phenomenal. It is that dark chocolate. You got that hint of kind of the smoky bourbon in the background, and that sweet with the pecans and that nuttiness. A nice flaky buttery crust. Ugh. Folks, I'm telling you, do yourself a favor. Go out, get the ingredients for this, and make this. I'm not even kidding you. This is absolutely astounding. I will definitely be making this again. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, I don't want to go out and buy bourbon to make this, you got a couple options. You can go out and you can buy those little tiny mini bar size bottles. You can buy those for a few bucks. A couple of those would probably make a pie for you. It was a quarter cup of bourbon. Or you can do what I did and buy the big bottle, use the quarter cup of bourbon to make the pie. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you back in the next video and show you what else you can do with that bourbon. But I'm going to keep it a secret for now. So, if you folks like this video, please like, share, subscribe. Come back and see us soon. And as always, I hope you had a great day.